Everyone was just surprised by Blackrock. If XRP is causing controversy, the US will disclose whether it is a party member. We will also discuss that. The FOMC meeting was held this week, of course. Interest rate decisions will be made by the Fed. We will discuss Sunday Fun Day, the market, Bitcoin, and XRP. All I asked was for you to smile at me so that I could radiate positive energy. Because Sunday likes are free, make sure to use the like button. Let's get started. At $3.18, XRP is up 0.5% for the day. The price of XRP did rise all the way to $3.23, but for the past hour or so, there has been a slight 2% decline. This occasionally occurs. Additionally, Bitcoin is retreating. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin was $118,400. The value fell to $117,900. As a result, the markets are experiencing a slight decline. However, we are witnessing the altcoin season gauge continue to rise. Therefore, following those two quite aggressive days to the upside for Bitcoin domination, that would indicate that it is declining. Over the last 4 days, we have witnessed the market become somewhat more relaxed and the dominance reversing somewhat. We've seen that the cryptocurrency market is still on a roller coaster, and I obviously forgot to use this video a few days ago. Miles said, "I'll give it to you now. You know what? I'll give it to you in just a second," stating that cryptocurrency is far more difficult now than it was in 2021. Holding too many altcoins causes long-term investors to fall to severe altcoin sadness. Extreme volatility makes short-term traders vulnerable, and they must possess a great deal of discipline. Finding coins with narrative potential that are in line with technicals from a hard invalidation to project back holding has been Miles' sweet spot in this year's midterm spot trading. We'll talk about Bitwise's CEO's remarks shortly, but it seems like the market has changed a little bit this time. I'm not sure how many of you were alive in 2021, but it seemed like everything with a heartbeat was popping all of a sudden. There were huge motions, and there was a lot of excitement. And we're more in a state of, I'm not sure what the word is right now. I'll just tell you. Will I? Since July 10th, or sometime around that date, the channel's views have increased dramatically. The views abruptly fell by 50% on Friday and Saturday. Now, the price of XRP hasn't changed all that much. It's not just for me, even if it's the weekend and everything. I observed that in all cryptocurrency speculators, people are becoming thrilled because they are watching this video, not you, I'm seeing. Correct. However, individuals become enthusiastic. They become so excited that they become ecstatic. After that, we experience a slight setback or a few days of slowness. People become disinterested. Correct. We're not. Additionally, you should be aware that Miles is stating 2021, even if you go back and look back. What was even more insane was 2017. I'm not sure if Miles was alive at the time. I'm a little older than him. He may have been a child at the time. It was insane, as I recall. The truth is that it was considerably more bizarre before that. I was studying cryptography in college when our professor brought about Bitcoin, and that's when I'm speaking with you. Back then, Bitcoin was considerably less expensive, at about $100, and I was broke while we were discussing it. I regret not purchasing more Bitcoin at that time. It all comes down to your opportunity, where you can buy, and how much you can spend. Since I have no idea what the market will deliver, I will never advise you to buy, to sell, or to hold. What the Fed will say on Wednesday this week and how they plan to adjust interest rates is unknown to me. Probability suggests that he is unlikely to take any action, but it will rely on his words. Additionally, if President Trump is successful in pressuring him into taking any action, the market will probably respond favorably if he lowers interest rates. These weeks are therefore quite complex. Due to the weekly candle shutdown, Sunday through Monday is always tricky. Sunday is a joyful day, but it can also be highly explosive, so just be careful. Not financial advice, of course. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. Additionally, keep in mind that I will never message you on social media to ask you to send me money or join up for anything. They are con artists. Be extremely cautious out there, please. Nowadays, there are a lot of frauds in the world. Extremely cautious. All right. Now there's something really intriguing if we return to XRP. I'll give you a moment, but do you notice? Have you noticed that the XRP daily chart stochastic RSI is pointing toward the bottom? Yes, exactly. We had been discussing this for a week and a half, or longer, 2 weeks even after we reached the summit. Correct. Yes. That wasn't the only length. The topic was, that was the low a little bit, with a few days to go. I kept telling you, hey guys, gals, there's a high probability when XRP was at the top of the stochastic RSI for almost 3 weeks. Because we always start at the top and work our way down when we look back at history. Doesn't it always happen? It never fails. And it did. The next query is, how long does XRP remain at the bottom? Do we anticipate a week or two of XRP's decline, or do we anticipate a swift recovery? By the way, Bitcoin arrived there before XRP, but XRP has already joined the group. I'm curious as to why Ethereum is holding up so well in comparison to the others. And in a moment, we'll reach Ethereum. The decrease didn't seem very intriguing to someone whose portfolio is currently heavily weighted toward Ethereum or Bitcoin. The pullback last week didn't really affect someone who is heavily invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I appreciate you watching. Next time, I hope to see you. Let's make a lot of money, as I usually say.